division is pathetic. Oh my God. The fact that you could potentially go 7-10 and win your division. Look I spent 20 years being a Patriots fan watching Tom Brady play. And throughout his time, they were like, oh, he had such a bad division because the Bills were irrelevant, the Dolphins were irrelevant, and the Jets were irrelevant. He had a really bad division. The difference, though, the Patriots were really good. So even if they were in even like a competitive division, even if they're in the same division as the Colts, or they were in the AFC North, they still would have been one of the better teams in that division. They would have won the division more often than not.
Yeah.
Dude, this year, this division sucks. I mean, the Falcons, they just benched Marcus Mariota for Desmond Ridder. And then the Panthers, they don't know whether or not they're tanking or they're not. And then the Saints. The Saints are a disaster. I mean, good Lord. And then you have the Bucks, and they're equally a disaster. In fact, they might be more of a disaster than all the three teams I just mentioned. Because you have Tom Brady, he's 45. He's got all these distractions around him. The divorce, the FTX nonsense, him trying to hook up with OnlyFans girls.
Byron Leftwich being
Byron Leftwich.
Can we talk about him?
How about just the coaching in general? Because Todd Bowles and Byron Leftwich have done a terrible job coaching this year.
Yeah, we thought Bruce Arians was the problem.
Nope.
Nope, not at all. I mean, Byron Leftwich, I never liked because I was like, no. Anytime an offensive coordinator is coaching Tom Brady, I'm like, I'm going to take this with a grain of salt. That's why I wasn't high on Josh McDaniels. Like, let's see how his offense is without Tom Brady. Like, insert Mac Jones. Very mid, not very good. But at the same time, Mac Jones is regressing a little bit without Josh McDaniels. But without Bruce Arians, the offense is in shambles. First off, the offensive line fell apart in the offseason. Ryan Jensen, as soon as he went down, I'm like, oh boy, this is going to be a tough year for the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. They've lost 3 of their starters on the offensive line. Chris Godwin can't decide if he wants to be an elite receiver or if he wants to be Nelson Aguilar. He really can't decide, especially his hands. And then it seems like Mike Evans and Tom Brady lost whatever chemistry they had. They were the lethal duo who kept him in it against the Rams. That's how they're able to come back. If they can find that magic, it's good enough to win you a game. But Fournette, not the same guy this year. They haven't been able to get a consistent run game. Tom Brady's 45 and he's throwing the ball 40 to 50 times a game. That's inexcusable.